Hey, happy Lunar New Year. Once again, this is Ben Hearn with another market watch for the month of January in Merion Station. In case you watched the last one, there wasn't too much activity for December. So for this one as well, there's not too much activity going on. I am also going to include Narberth and Penn Valley and quickly show you what happened there, just so that, even though it's not Merion Station, you can kind of see what's going on near you. Before we jump into that, in case you missed it, the mortgage rates jumped up a good amount to like 3.75 now. They were expected to hit that number at the end of this year. And they're also predicting like more increases. So that means that buyers aren't able to afford as much home because their monthly payments are not going to be higher. And as long as it's below 4, I don't see it affecting our area too much, like the purchase price. However, when it starts to get over like 4.5, and then if it gets, God forbid, closer to 5, you're not going to be able to sell your home for quite as much money, just because less people will be able to afford those monthly payments. So that's going to be in play this year. It'll be interesting to see, how much it increases. Right now, though, the market is still much like seller's market for now, and we'll see. So I'm going to share my screen and we'll jump into the Merion Station one. So there was 2 homes that had action last month. 517 Mercer is pending for 840. And we'll actually, it'll be interesting to see what it closes for. It was on the market for 4 days. There was a home in Ballackinwood that was similar-ish, but it was bigger. And that went for like 100 over. So this one they priced at 840, and it's a gorgeous looking home. So we'll see that, in this kind of market, a home that looks like that's not egregiously priced, it goes over asking. 535 Revere Road, that one finally closed. That was on for ages, 105 days, which in Merion Station, a home, right across the street from General Marine Park, should not be on the market for that long. But yeah, so they finally got it 700, and that was like the real estate activity for the month of January. However, there are 2 coming soon homes. So these 2 homes, Meeting House Lane's been coming soon for a couple of days. Coming soon means it's available to realtors and their clients to see online. You can't visit it. And this home will be active later this week. So when it goes from coming soon to active, then you actually can visit it. So this one, we'll see what happens with that. And that's right there on Meeting House. Then this one just became coming soon today on Putnam Road. So that will also be active later this week as well. So I'm assuming both of these will be under contract pending for the next month's video session. So this is just this is a nice home, big size. Again, there's just a lot to like about that. And that's listed at 1.2. So if you look like at Zillow, Redfin, Truly, or whatever, that I think is going to be active tomorrow. So you'll see that coming up. And here is Narberth and Penn Valley. So same story with them. There wasn't too much activity, just the winter really is tough. 206 Price Ave Unit 2 is going for 1.3. So that's been active for less than a month, but like 18 days. I don't know if you're familiar with that. They did a great job renovating it. It's definitely like a unique look. And then speaking of something that's quite unique, 217 Forest Ave. This had like the woodworking in this is just the most amazing woodwork like I've ever seen. It's a very interesting home. And it's been on the market for a while just because it requires like the right type of buyer. But I mean, you can see these details, they're gorgeous. Anyhow, so that's been sitting for a little bit. All right, if we keep going along, we have some active under contracts and pending. So I'm sure you've seen this big old home on Contract and State Road. It's been on the market, now it's under contract. This one on Meeting House is actually a duplex, like even though it doesn't look it. And that's under contract. Oh, and if a home's like a duplex as opposed to just like a residential home, that kind of changes the pricing of it too. So it's a little different. This home on Sprague Road was on and off. Now it's pending for 125. Again, just because it's pending for that price, we don't know what it actually will close for. This home on Homewood, that's actually my listing. We're pending at 342.5. That's going to close later this month. Conway, that was under contract / pending pretty quickly. Ardley, that's under pending for 800, and pending and under contract are pretty much synonymous. So there was like 7 closings in 1907-2. So 505 Brookhurst Ave was 450. Lantwin Lane was 415. This one on Summit, I think was in Penn Valley, was just gorgeous. It's very charming, bucolic, etc. That closed for 121. There's one on Flat Rock Road for just under $1, 985. And 401 Cardinal Circle, that's 675. This one we will probably see relisted by the end of the year. I'm sure some builder is going to make that a gorgeous home. 511 Brookhurst was something similar to that, where they builder bought it and made this gorgeous home, and that sold for just over $1 million at 1.075. And then a little one here on Sabine closed for 310. And if I look, at a lot of these, a lot of them, I think all of them actually were below. So this one was well below asking. It was originally listed for like 600. Lantwin was 7.6 below asking. Summit was below asking. So it's, Flat Rock was like basically it got it like right there, 0.5%. Brookhurst was again pretty much that was above asking. So just because it's an insane seller's market, which it is, you can't, like, I think I said this before, you can't just slap any old price. You have to actually like have a good price. And the market's changed where it's like you have a good price and then you let the buyers get crazy. Someone really wants it, so then they're gonna throw this crazy number. If you have like a cream puff home that's like 3,000 square foot, 4-bed, 3+ baths, updated everything. Again, you don't want to you can put whatever price on it, but again, it's better to have like a good price, get that competition, and then let the market kind of fight for it, as opposed to like only having like that 1 or 2 people that might be interested. And that's all I've got. The market right now is so low on inventory. It's insane. And if you've been thinking of selling in the next 3 years, it might make sense to have a conversation about possibly selling this year, just because once those interest rates go past 4.5%, 5%, homes you're not going to get as much money for your home. So if you're thinking of like going to Florida or a retirement community or a condo apartment, it might make sense to cash out now while, again, the mortgage rates are higher than they were last year, but they're still not, too high. And if you do sell in 2 or 3 years from now, then you might miss out on like $50,000 or $100,000. So I'd love to have a no obligation conversation with you about that, just to explore options. We can just talk about however much you want. It doesn't matter to me. And anyway, that's all I have. I hope you have a great month, and I'll see you next time. Bye.